The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. This is what the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius said in regards to mastering the art of Stoicism, a philosophy that has withstood the test of time and continues to shape the lives of many today. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to go through life with ease while others crumble under the weight of adversity? Well, there are several answers to why we think there is a difference between both here in our channel. And we think that Stoicism offers a powerful answer. It cultivates a mindset focused on self-awareness, resilience, and virtue, through which you can transform your life. In this video, we will uncover 7 powerful questions inspired by the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers. But we don't stop there. Each question will be thought-provocative. It will be personal and designed to help you actually face your challenges straightforward. Who am I spending my time with? Jim Rohn famously said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with, and there is truly so much wisdom to be found in that statement. Cato the Younger always surrounded himself with people who embodied virtues, integrity, wisdom, and resilience. His inner circle wasn't defined by social status or wealth, but by shared values and principles. They supported and challenged each other on the path to virtue, often keeping accountability on each other. For instance, let's imagine a situation of 2 people who are super identical to each other in terms of personality, social background, social status, and even academic pursuits. The first person happens to have friends who generally find pleasure and validation in external pursuits, such as substance abuse, partying all night, and material possessions, while the second happens to have friends who find the same pleasure in photography, writing, and playing music. Who do you think will grow to become a better person as time goes by? In our lives, the people we spend time with influence our thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors. Therefore, it is important to surround ourselves with people who embody Stoic ideals, integrity, wisdom, and resilience. It is important to always surround ourselves with people who share good and honest values. So guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Is this in my control? Another important situation that we often confront is feeling like things have gotten out of control, and that a certain situation is getting more and more chaotic. And the irony is that the more we try to control it, the more anxious we get. The Stoics of the past always asked themselves the following question: is this in my control? Anytime they found themselves in a tough situation. Consider the tale of Epictetus, a former slave turned Stoic philosopher. Despite enduring unimaginable hardships, including being enslaved and later exiled, he remained steadfast in his commitment to his principles. He understood that while he couldn't control his external circumstances, he had absolute control over his internal state, the way he chose to perceive and respond to life's challenges. Reflecting on Epictetus's example, we are reminded that much of life lies beyond our control. However, what is within our power is to choose how we navigate and respond to these external circumstances. However, this doesn't mean that we should become passive beings. It's totally to the contrary. By focusing our energy on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, we reclaim agency over our lives and cultivate inner resilience and peace. As Epictetus famously stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Am I embracing change and impermanence? Nothing in this life is permanent. All things are finite. Atoms, molecules, plants, trees, animals, and humans. Everything at one point ceases to exist. However, there is a lot of wisdom to be found in all of this. Seneca the philosopher and statesman. Despite his considerable wealth and influence, understood the ephemeral nature of human existence. He witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the fleeting nature of fame and fortune. Through his writings, Seneca implored us to embrace change, not as a foe to be feared, but as an intrinsic part of the human experience. He recognized that accepting the impermanence of life, we can find liberation from the grip of suffering and discover profound wisdom in every moment. Reflecting on Seneca's teachings, we are compelled to acknowledge the universal truth of impermanence. If we accept that everything in this world is impermanent and that our time is limited, we cultivate a sense of gratitude for what we already have and start building a life based on what is truly important. We transcend the fear of uncertainty and discover newfound resilience within ourselves. As Seneca wisely proclaimed, life is like a play. It matters not how long it is, but how good it is. Am I seeking validation from external sources or finding validation within myself? Seeking material possession and chasing clout, attention, and validation from outer possession or individuals is a common occurrence. We are creatures that are highly emotional and function based on what makes us feel good. Although there is absolutely nothing wrong with this, external sources can stimulate our brains for a while, and then they'll just begin to feel off. Consider the journey of Epictetus, who wasn't known for his inner tranquility. Despite facing societal marginalization and physical adversity as a disabled slave, he found solace in his Stoic practice. He realized that true validation cannot be found in the fleeting accolades of others or the transient pleasures of the world. Instead, it resides in the steadfast alignment of our actions with our virtues and values, the unshakable conviction that we are living in accordance with our true selves. When we live based on our own virtues and values, we create an unshakable sense of self-worth. We begin to connect with who we truly are, what we truly want and desire. We transcend the limitations of external circumstance and opt for internal validation rooted in the depths of our own integrity and authenticity. We become liberated from the chains of approval-seeking behavior and discover a sense of inner peace and fulfillment and liberate ourselves from the cage of approval-seeking behaviors. As Epictetus observed, no man is free who is not a master of himself. What legacy do I want to leave behind? Stoicism prompts us to confront a timeless inquiry. What legacy do we aspire to leave behind? A timeless question that can help anyone build a foundation for his life. For instance, let's imagine the example of a very dedicated teacher in a school. Despite the daily challenges and pressures of her profession, they approach each day with a commitment to nurturing the students' minds and spirits. They choose to smile, to be good, to help, to assist, to laugh, to play, and to be an inspiring figure for their students. They do not seek recognition for accolades. Rather, they find fulfillment in the small moments of connection and growth they witness in the classroom. Whether it's a struggling student finally grasping a difficult concept, or a quiet moment of encouragement shared with a discouraged soul, it's about being good and practicing the duty of a human being. Reflecting on Marcus Aurelius's legacy, we are compelled to ponder our own contribution to the world. Stoicism beckons us to cultivate a legacy not measured in material wealth or fleeting fame, but in the impact we leave on the hearts and minds of others. Through the virtues of integrity, wisdom, and compassion, to sow the seeds of a legacy that transcends the confines of mortality, enriching human existence for generations to come. As Marcus Aurelius himself remarked, Waste no time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. What is the essence of who I am beyond external circumstances? What if one day, everything you owned, your computer, your phone, your car maybe, and every possession somehow was just gone? Say a fire broke out in your apartment and you just lost everything you've had, all the memories you've collected and all the gadgets that you held dear, and everything that you identified with your whole life. This, by all means, is not a pleasant experience, and it can drive anyone into bad conditions. In Stoicism, material possessions are considered indifferent, meaning that they are neither inherently good nor bad. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what is within our control, which primarily includes our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, rather than external factors such as wealth or possessions, which are often beyond our control. In such a situation where someone lost everything, he'll only find his family, friends, and loved ones there to help him out during such a hard time. Beyond external circumstances, the essence of who you are lies in your core values, beliefs, emotions, and unique combination of experiences that shape your perspective on life. It's the sum total of your character, integrity, and the way you interact with the world around you. Your essence is reflected in how you treat others, the choices you make, and the impact you have on those you encounter, and not in your material possessions, because these are aspects that truly shape relationships and leave a lasting impact. Material possessions can be acquired and lost, but the way we treat others, the choices we make, and the impact we have endure beyond transient belongings. As Epictetus once said, "Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself." What can I learn from this situation? One thing you have to wrap your head around is that the world doesn't revolve around you, as much as it may feel so. It is not the case. Reality is not a cassette that plays in your head. Reality is out there, and reality doesn't care about you. And sometimes reality will place you in unpleasant situations. As bad as it sounds, all is not in your control. A lot of times, what you think is in your control is not in your control as well. A major cause of our misery is that we often try to control what is out of our control. This only leads to anxiety and sadness. Nothing good can come out of it. Take, for instance, a disagreement with a friend. Stoics would seize this moment as an opportunity for introspection, asking themselves, "What can I glean from this?" Perhaps they realize a deficiency in their communication skills or unresolved emotion fueling the conflict. Through such reflection, they not only gain insight into their behavior, but also pave a path for transformative change, fostering deeper comprehension, personal evaluation, and stronger relationships. In the Stoic view, even adversities hold the seeds of enlightenment, ready to be cultivated into newfound wisdom. Instead of complaining, why not use it to your advantage? This changes how you approach things. Instead of just trying to avoid the bad stuff, you can start thinking about how you can get something good out of it. The question becomes, how can I make the most of my situation, other people's mistakes, or a negative environment? This way of thinking helps you deal with problems more effectively and find opportunities in tough situations. But all of this information requires that you at least know about Stoicism. Therefore, check out this video on Stoicism to gain a better understanding of its principles and how it can help you develop a rock-solid mindset to conquer any challenge. Make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment about how Stoicism helped you handle a difficult situation, and subscribe for more videos.